Figurative imagery was very common in this passage of Macbeth, and with help from it, the reader is able to pick up the general theme and how Macbeth was feeling in that very moment. To begin, we see Macbeth express his thoughts within an idiom. He uses the expression, "almost forgot the taste of fears," to suggest to the audience that he is slowly becoming numb or forgetting the effect fear once had on him. Next, we see Macbeth use another example personification when he says, "Direness familiar to my slaughterous thoughts cannot whence start me." Here he is referring to direness, otherwise known as suffering, having the ability to start him or cause him to become scared. Therefore, bad and familiar things are so familiar to Macbeth that they no longer have an impact on him like in the past. Another example of personification is used soon after when Macbeth reflects that tomorrow, tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day. Here the future is being expressed as tomorrow, and it has the human quality to creep along dully without meaning. Therefore, Macbeth uses this imagery to explain that his future has no significance and it will continue to drag on. Personification is used once again when Macbeth explains that all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Macbeth refers to the past as yesterday and says it has the ability and does show the way for fools to their infinite death. Therefore, he thinks it has no meaning or significance. Soon after, Macbeth uses symbolism when he says, "Out, out, brief candle." The overall symbol represents Lady Macbeth's death. The light of the candle burning out refers to the sudden end of Lady Macbeth's life. This further proves that Macbeth's meaning of light is being lost as his wife died suddenly and without reason. Then Macbeth uses a metaphor. Life's but a walking shadow. This is used to compare life to a walking shadow or an illusion. And because illusions are just figures of the brain's imagination and aren't real, they have no meaning. We can further infer that Macbeth thinks life has no meaning or real significance. Next, an analogy is used as Macbeth explains that life is a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. Here he is comparing life to the common play and how life of a person is like an actor that is insignificant and appears on stage for maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and when he is never heard of again, makes no difference because he has no meaning to the overall play. In this analogy, Macbeth is the actor, and the play is the life of all humanity, and he further convinces himself that he is insignificant and his life has no meaning to the whole picture. Finally, in the last line, Macbeth expresses a metaphor to end off his soliloquy. He says, "It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing." He is saying that life is just a story told by an idiot which is full of commotion and emotion, but in the end has no meaning or significance. So to conclude, Macbeth continually makes references to life having no meaning, and it is repeated throughout the whole scene. However, this is a sudden epiphany in Macbeth. This has been influenced by his loss of his wife, friends, and his impending doom, as he was just told that the woods of Burnham are now moving toward Dunsinane. In other words, the witch's prophecy is beginning to unravel and come true. Therefore, all 4 elements of form and style built the prevalent theme of loss of meaning at a gradual increase till Macbeth finally admits that life has no meaning or significance in the final line of his soliloquy.
Created using Powtoon.